Berry. In Etowah County, please confer with media witnesses for Hunt's last words. He did not have any last words. West was pronounced deceased at 6:22 p.m. Got a question, Kim?
How long was the nitrogen flowing and what time was flatline?
It was 15 minutes, 5 minutes past flat line. I don't know what the time of the flat line was.
When did the gas start flowing?
I don't,
No.
no. I think this was litigated a couple of weeks ago, so.
The reaction from West seemed a little bit different than what we have seen before. Was there anything different this time about the manufacture of the nitrogen, about any type of potency of nitrogen or oxygen levels, anything like that?
No, it's as previously stated, there's always involuntary movement, and everybody's different because we have seen a variation of movement in the 6 we've done, but yes, West was the least movement that we've seen.
During the first 2 minutes, his eyes appeared open and he was kind of looking around and appearing to gasp for breath. Do you have an assessment of when he lost consciousness?
No, ma'am. Like I said, that was part of the litigation a couple of weeks ago, and from my vantage point, I cannot see his eyes or much of his face.
He seemed to kind of turn bluish gray, for lack of a better word. Is there any input from y'all about what the explanation could be for that?
You're going to have to ask that question again.
His skin kind of seemed to be like a bluish, like grayish color by the end of it. Just a little bit.
Well, people that die, they do start changing colors, but I didn't notice the skin on his arms.
To be clear, do you think all of his movements were involuntary or was it a mixture?
I believe they were involuntary.
How do you know that? I mean, we've heard you say that before, that the movements are involuntary. How have you established?
Well, that's just my opinion, just like you have your opinion of what you see.
I wasn't mentioning an opinion, but so that's the department's belief that the movements are involuntary,
Yes.
or your personal opinion?
Well, it's my opinion, but it's the Department of Corrections.
Can you explain the officer at the top of Mr. West's head appeared to run a finger through the seal? That looked a little bit different than the seal check we've seen before. Was there any type of change that has been ordered down on the checking of the seal, or why was that done?
Well, we always check the seals before, after he's finished, and that's just that individual's way of checking the seal.
So is there any type of training that he received to do that, or any standardized checking of the seal?
Yes,
Okay.
we have training.
Inmates, according to Alabama protocol, inmates on death row go through a medical evaluation prior to their execution. Can you tell me whether testing for any drugs in their system
No.
is part of that?
Not that type of medical evaluation, no.
Okay. Can you elaborate on what kind of medical evaluation?
One of the things is we do a body chart. We make sure, any marks or anything on the body before the execution, because if they do have an autopsy, then that's going to be noted as well. So consistency.
Okay. We haven't seen anybody, I know that at least one inmate, their attorneys have alleged this, but we, at least in the witness room that media are seated in, have not quite seen somebody have the salivation foaming at the mouth that West had. Do you have any comment to that?
Oh, I didn't see any salivation or foaming at the mouth. Like I said, where I sit, I see very, very little of his face.
I have one more question. A recent NBC report said that autopsies of 4 recently executed Alabama inmates showed signs of recently using drugs like methamphetamine and synthetic cannabis. Are you aware of those autopsy findings, and is the ADOC doing anything to mitigate that?
I'm not aware of those autopsy findings, and ADOC constantly searches all of our facilities to include death row for any kind of contraband, cell phones, drugs, anything that we deem as contraband. So we continuously search, and y'all should know the results from all the seizures we make from searches and all the employees that we find that are assisting in that we arrest them. So that's a point of emphasis for us, and I think we're certainly doing a good job on that. There's room for improvement, and we keep focusing on reducing the contraband. in prisons. Thank y'all.
We may have touched on this slightly with this other question, but I just wanted to confirm, is there anything about this execution that was out of the ordinary? Did this go as expected?
It went just as expected according to protocol. Thank y'all.
Thank you. We will keep the media center open for 1 hour strictly, and then we'll close everything down. You'll be asked to leave. Thank you. And you can leave any of your writing materials up here on the desk with Donna.